Hey everybody, it's Mr. Snaky to come back to with some more Bible talk. Cute me. Cute me again. Hate it when that happens, like you got a burp and you just can't get it out. Anyway, I was reading an interesting story, and did I introduce the Bible talk thing yet already? I don't think I did. So yeah, Bible talk. Anyway, I was reading an interesting story in the Bible when I had a flashback about this one guy top 10 videos that need to be viewed, or video channels that need to be viewed. And number one on this list was this redneck atheist that is very rational. Angry redneck atheist that's very rational. And in this description, he said that he just acts angry. And yeah, well, I watched his video and I didn't find him rational at all. One thing was that the angry part, yeah, he's just doing the angry part as a gimmick, which is something I don't really like when you get into political things or beliefs when you're trying to change people, because, well, who would you listen to? Would you listen to a guy that's screaming everything he says, or someone who's calm? Yeah. It's funny when you get somebody who's just trying to do it for entertaining, but when you're actually trying to convince people to change who they are, it's not gonna work out in your favor. Not to mention, I couldn't understand them half of the time. Second, he was literally describing every single Christian. Like some of his words were, "Why aren't atheists getting mad at Christians for defying science, logic, and reasoning?" And he's using it to describe every Christian as someone who defies science, logic, and reasoning, which is, I'm considered irrational, because we have Christian scientists, we have logical Christians, we have Christians that use reasoning. Both groups, I will admit this, to have people that don't do any of that. Both groups. Not just one, both. And so I didn't consider him rational. And this kind of got me thinking, what is considered rational amongst people these days? Well, I have met a lot of very irrational people on the YouTube. One example is with this one guy. He said he would not believe someone's work because it didn't have a Nobel Prize. So someone who has scientific work is not credible enough unless he has a Nobel Prize. Now does that sound reasonable to you? Considering that a Nobel Prize isn't really meant to influence any scientific discoveries. It's meant to promote world peace. I mean, the Nobel Prize nowadays is a joke because we use it just to reward people that we think deserves a prize, when really it's just meant to promote world peace. It's a joke. And he said, "Yeah, I will not believe in this guy's discoveries until he hasn't proven a Nobel Prize." And some of his scientific discoveries, like he was using physics to prove God, that's why he really didn't actually believe it. Because it just simply had God in it. I met another guy. Now he would describe in his belief on what morals are, and so I threw my belief on where moral come from, and right off the bat, he immediately tried to make my moral beliefs look wrong when his own moral beliefs actually can't say that. Like, his moral beliefs were everyone had their own moral compass. That means my moral beliefs are different from him. Meaning what I consider right or wrong, he can't really say it's right or wrong, and vice versa for me if his moral beliefs are true. Yet he was saying my moral beliefs are wrong simply because it has God in them. And that's what I find. That rationality isn't through just the beliefs. I mean, a lot of people would say, "I'm an atheist, I'm rational." No, you're not rational just because you're an atheist. You're rational if you use reasoning. And a lot of people don't use reasoning. Even if I get angry, it's easy to tell because I'm not usually irrational when I'm angry. And so, yeah, even I can be irrational sometimes. I mean, I could probably... Well, no, I can't because I have no idea how to get to that video again. Yeah. Actually, if you do search the web long enough, you might find one of my many debates. Sometimes when I got really angry, I would say bullcrap things. Yeah. But you're not rational simply because you say you are. You're rational if you can use reasoning. And that's what I really hate. People will say, I'm a rational person, while these people aren't. Like, describe an entire group and tell me, that sound very rational to you? To describe an entire group as being wrong or immoral? And unless you actually have a good reason for it, like... Now let's see a good example. I can't think of any good examples. Anyway, if somebody told you that they're rational, that doesn't mean they're rational. Heck, a lot of people will say they're rational. I mean, who's going to say they're irrational? Raise your hand if you're actually going to admit you're irrational. I know I'm irrational when I'm mad. That's about it. I don't know if I'm real rational actually out right now or in real life. I don't know that. But tell me, would you guys admit if you're irrational if it was true and you knew it? Or would you honestly just keep on going with your own beliefs? Something to think about, isn't it? Just because someone said they're rational, just because someone said they use logic and reasoning, doesn't mean they truly use logic or reasoning or they're rational. In fact, I find that actually the most irrational people are the ones that claim to be rational people. Later.